So, we're now approaching the point where there's so much money involved in every sport that teams are treating it like a business. Corporate espionage should not be a surprise. Spying, all kinds of different tactics in order to get to the top of the championship heap goes on in business every day. It's been in sports for a couple of decades now. The amazing analysis of data that goes on. You think of a parallel effort in marketing for businesses. Everybody wants to win, and everybody is now more and more willing to do what they need to do to win. We used to think that stuff was limited to the field, as we've seen over and over, and you can start with Deflategate, you can take almost any scandal of the last couple of years. They've all been about winning. That's exactly what this latest mess is about. This is the same thing as any business being caught spying on another business. The difference is that it's baseball, number one, and number two, that it's the Cardinals, one of the most successful organizations in baseball. They're second in World Series titles only to the Yankees. They have a development system that is the absolute envy of every other team in baseball. And so when they are alleged to have hacked into the computer systems of the Astros, which have been sort of the sad sacks of baseball for the last couple of years, people say it's almost like a political race where there's somebody who's got a 40-point lead in the polls decides to hack into the computer system of an opponent who's got 10% of the vote. And yet, the way that clubs move up and down the championship scale these days, it's easier to make a large leap. You can go from last to first more often than it had been possible because organizations can be built and turned over, the rosters can be turned over so much faster that a guy with a smart plan like Jeff Luhnow is a highly desired commodity. And so right now the investigation seems to basically lead to him, and having left the Cardinals for the Astros, that tie is too convenient for investigators to ignore.